Welcome back to Bloom. We are debunking health myths today. And here's one for you. Snoring is normal. Turns out it's not. Here to debunk that is the airway champion and the author of the upcoming book, Breathe Better While You Sleep, Rhonda Holman. Rhonda, it is so great to see you.
Thank you so much, Gail, for having me. I am so excited to talk about this topic. I am very passionate about helping people breathe better while they sleep.
You know, it's so funny, just in researching you and meeting you and listening to podcasts that you've been on, I've started to be way more cognizant of my breathing, and I 100% back you. Breathing may come naturally, but that doesn't mean that we're doing it correctly.
Yeah, that's one of the common myths, is how you breathe does not matter. But what people don't understand, that if you're a habitual mouth breather, you're living in chronic dysfunction. And so when people are having health ailments and they can't figure out what's wrong, you know, something's just not adding up. They're doing all the things right, but they're breathing wrong. It is contributing to their dis-ease or dis-health. It turns out the nose filters the air, it humidifies the air, it gets it warm and it slows it down and gets it ready for the lungs. And if we skip these steps, there's a lot of systems down past, you know, we're talking about here, down past the upper airway that end up being impacted negatively.
Now, you became an airway coach because of your own health journey, and now you're helping so many other people understand the importance of breathing properly.
Yes. So I've been in dentistry for 25 years at this point, and I was 37 years old when I found out that mouth breathing was wrecking my health. And I wasn't a daytime mouth breather, and a lot of us aren't. I was mouth breathing at night. So if you think you spend, you know, 8 hours a night sleeping with your mouth agape, there's so many consequences to your health, especially when you're trying to get restorative and reparative sleep. That is really hard to do when your body is struggling to breathe all night.
So do you actually teach people how to breathe properly? I mean, ever since I started following you, I'm trying to keep my tongue at the roof of my mouth, take slow, nice breaths through my nose. Am I heading in the right direction?
You absolutely are, Gail. So here's what we know is when you are a habitual mouth breather, you get used to breathing through the big hole, okay? And when I'm asking you to switch to habitual nasal breathing, a lot of times what will happen is you feel like you're not getting enough air. So it's not as simple as you think as just shut your mouth and breathe through your nose. There's a lot of breathing biomechanics that need to be addressed, a lot of nasal congestion, and getting your tongue strong enough to stay suctioned to the roof of your mouth when you sleep is going to help you breathe properly.
And learning to breathe properly really helps your nervous system because they're directly linked. I notice, like, I have a tendency to get up in the middle of the night with my mind racing a million miles an hour. And I think about your breathing techniques and what I've learned just from following you on social media. And it's like a calm, like immediately comes over your body.
Yeah, I mean, the body loves it. We love to be in that state where we're not in fight or flight. And if you think about it, I mean, it all makes sense. If I'm running from a tiger, I'm going to have very rapid, probably oral breathing. But if I'm in a calm state, like a meditation state, I'm relaxed, I'm breathing slow and silent through my nose. So your body can be manipulated by the way you breathe.
Now, can you really train yourself not to snore?
Absolutely. You know, first you have to figure out, why are you snoring? Is there something in your nose causing air turbulence? Is there something in the throat, like a tongue, that's not staying suction to the roof of your mouth, collapsing into the airway, not holding up your soft palate? Is it something downstream? Is it, you know, something with lung health? So the key is trying to figure out where the choke point is to determine, why are you making sounds while you breathe when you sleep?
Tell me about your book. When does it come out?
So the release date is going to be 1 January of 2025. And it is like a guide for anybody who struggles to breathe slow and silent through their nose while they sleep. It's a great complement to people who are on a CPAP. It's a great complement to those in an oral appliance therapy that helps bring the mandible forward so they can breathe better while they sleep. There's lots of people in the world right now that are trying to reshape the roof of their mouth so they have more air coming in and out of their nose. And so it's a guide, right? It's like how to get your nose unclogged, right? What you can do to make your tongue stronger. What can you do to make the cervical spine more relaxed so you don't have so much forward head posture? How to prevent some right angles while you're sleeping. There's supplemental support, different teas and sleep hygiene tips that, a lot of us really didn't know we needed until we started them.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm definitely going to get this book for my husband. You met Mark. He's a snorer, and even with the mask on, so this is the perfect book for him. Thank you so much, Rhonda. It's great seeing you. I hope you can come back and join us on Bloom.